Oops, hello. I was just going to ask, do I have to stay in my spot? I'd like to get intimate with my audience. Hello. Good evening. How are you guys? So did you do your Thanksgiving Day shopping yet? No. Did you bake your pumpkin pie? No. Are you going to? No. That's somebody else's job. Oh, it's my job. And I'm going to do that good. But anyhow, you guys already know that life is full of color. You get it? Life is full of color. So much fun. Okay, so this is how I love my color. Red. Red is for energy, excitement, and whenever passion. And whenever I really want to hit it hard, I wear red. Ooh, that's really good. Power. Yeah, I like that. I like when I go into a business meeting, red. Red nails, red lipstick. I can do it. Okay, and then there's blue for cool, relaxation. I like to have blue in my bedroom because when I walk in there, like the whole stress of the day goes away. It has to be a soft blue and just kind of cool down, right? That's good. Okay, so yellow is for sunshine. San Diego. Happiness. Happy, happy, happy. It makes you feel really, really good, right? Okay, and then there's pink. And why did I wear pink today? It's a girly color. That's true. But after I put on 6 outfits this morning, I decided this was the one I wanted to wear. So that's good, right? Do you do that? No. You do it on, oh my gosh, my granddaughter Ellie, she hangs everything up on the hanger the night before, and she has her jewelry and her headbands and her shoes and her socks and everything. I said, oh, Ellie, you should help me. You should help me get my outfits together. And she said, okay, Grandma, but you'll have to bring everything over to my house. Anyhow, tonight, we're going to do the color wheel quilt. Yay! The color wheel quilt. You guys show it? And Teresa is going to slide the pile. And this is the part I don't get. Oh, I'm not behind it. You need somebody tall.
She's great. Just let her do her job.
Do it. Show it. And you guys go, ooh. Patty did this one. This says Patty all over it. It's really, really beautiful. There's 14 colors, and is that beautiful? They're all large-scale prints. She got it from her stash. And now can you show the audience, because they can't really see it where they're sitting. Oh, you're looking in there. Oh, cool, look at that. So there's 14 colors in it. This is a twin-size quilt, and in between each one of the rows are just straight 1.5-inch strips. And the quilt is so long that you have to actually piece the 1.5-inch strips in between each one. And then she added a border around the outside edge and finished off with 2.5-inch strips that were made at the same time all of her strips went together. So when I did last month's program, it was kind of like the kid part. Now this is more the teenager, the grown-up part with sewing strips together and cutting them into tubes. Get it? Yeah. Got it. So anyhow, is that not beautiful? It's 14 rows. It's twin, and queen is also 14 colors, but you just keep on making it wider and wider, and the same thing for the king. I even wrote yardage for a king-size quilt. Whoa! Is that good? All right, so this one I love first. You have to look at the backing. It's just so cute. Little pink backing. I'm into big polka dots, Sally. Whoa, Riley Blake, big old pink polka dots. And then this one is the same colors, but it's just with the softer colors, the pastel colors. And 14 colors down. What size are the strips in between? Oh, they vary. This is a lap robe. In a lap robe, they vary. It's the angle that I'm standing on. They all look narrow. Anyhow, this is the lap robe. It starts out with 3.5 inch and goes to 3 and 2.5. No, it's not in there because I just finished it. And Teresa put the binding on this morning. Wow. But you can take a picture. Want to take a picture? And Mary Jo Rembolt quilted it for me. Isn't it beautiful? And she loved the quilting. She said that she took her cue from the green fabric. It's kind of got that same thing going around there. I asked for an edge to edge, an overall pattern, and so I like the way this one turned out. It's simple, but it really accents it. Okay, now you have to turn it over again and show the back. Yeah, so you can see the quilting again. You can see the binding. Teresa just pieced all of the leftover colors, whatever we had for the binding, and just sewed it around the outside edge. Didn't she do a good job? She's tired today. She's really tired now. So we have all of the beautiful colors of the color wheel. Yay! Do you have a color wheel? So much fun like this. And it just shows you can start at any point that you want. And you can just go around the color wheel putting in the colors. But I did a different one. So what if you have a whole bunch of scraps? Yes? You have scraps? Well, this one was really fun to do. And so now you have to go whoop, lift it up. Is that cute? Is that cute? Well, Patty gave me all the scraps, so I got off my line now. Where is it? Jeez, it's clear back here. I feel so detached from you. Anyhow, Patty, my sister, gave me this scrap. She is a color artist, you know, or an art major. So anyhow, she put all the colors together, and then she gave me the kitty fabric, and she said, "Will you fussy cut the kitties?" So Teresa and I go, "Oh yeah, only Patty would ask us to do that." But do you notice the kitties are walking up the hill? They're all in perfect order, and even when you get to the little 2.5-inch border, they're all standing straight across the top. We have to look. So, yeah, and then the binding, and Teresa did a beautiful job, didn't she? Okay, so this is what we did. This is what I did. I sewed all the strips together without the kitty. And then whenever I cut my tubes and laid it out and figured out where the kitty should go, I unsewed the seam between here and here and just inserted the kitty right in there. These are 5-inch strips. We had to cut 5-inch squares to fit the kitties in. They cute? And that's for the little girls. And on the back, I put some truck fabric. Isn't that fun? For Jonas. I think that is so cute. But I called the daddies and I said, "Can I have pictures of the little girls and their kitties? They love them." And we're going to start with Kylie because she looks so cute. She loves, what is that? Hello Kitty! Oh my gosh, I couldn't even think of it. Hello Kitty. She looks so precious, hugging.
She doesn't really like Hello Kitty, right?
She doesn't like Hello Kitty.
No.
She really loves her real kitty.
Yeah, we decorated her whole room in Hello Kitty, and she had us take it all down.
I didn't know that.
When she could speak, she said, "I don't like Hello Kitty. Take it down." And we sold her television. We had a Hello Kitty TV. We made hundreds of dollars. Well, we probably spent a lot more than that, but we sold it all on Craigslist. There's collectors like, crazy. They went nuts over her TV.
Over Hello Kitty. So what does she have now?
Princess.
Princess, of course. Frozen, her jammies, her bathrobe. Okay, but I think this is cute, and what Orion told me is that they dress Zoe up in all the Hello Kitty, you know, jammies, slippers, the whole outfit, and then she had a fit when it was time for the photograph. But so that didn't work. But this is really Kylie with her kitty that she loves. She loves this kitty. Why doesn't she like Hello Kitty? It's really cute. He looks really big in that picture, doesn't he? He looks like so big. So then I called Grant and asked him to take pictures of his kids with their kitties. Ellie right now has a little baby kitty that walks in the house and just meows, meows. It's so hungry. He's really little, but this is their older kitty. This is called Milk. And I want you to look at the face on Jonas and the face on the cat, because I think the cat is showing his teeth. I'm sure he just wants out of there. This kitty had the misfortune to meet up with a coyote and survived. He didn't come home for 2 days, and I don't know, maybe 40 stitches to put him together. He is very cautious now, mind you, very, very cautious. Okay, and this is Becca, and she likes Hello Kitty, don't you think? Mm-hmm. She still likes Hello Kitty, so that's a good thing. The kids and their kitties are too much fun. Okay, so we still have one more. Do we have another color wheel? Let me look and see. Ah, the feathers. This is a great fabric. The feather fabric is just so much fun. Okay, so this one, what about the size of the strips? They're different. They're wider. Lap robe. Twin, queen, and king are all just 1.5 inch. And baby, wall hanging, and lap are all varied. It's very arty looking, don't you think? As it moves across there. Oh, let's pick it up. But it's all the colors again. I think there's 14 colors. Right, Teresa?
This is 14.
This is 14. Twin is...
The twin is 18.
18. Did I say 14 for the twin? I think I did. Cut, retake, twin, queen, king. 18 colors. And lap has 14. Oh, you're getting it. You're getting it. And the little baby, the wall hanging, only has 9. 9 fat cores. So you already looked in the book? Look how cool. I got pictures. I love them. All right. So let's look at the book. Then the quilt on the cover turned out really nice, huh? So first there's the color wheel. And it's just really fun. Talks about the primary and the secondary and the tertiary in between. And this is the one that we just showed you, the lap quilt that Patty made. She called it Feather Medley. Guess what? Do we have kits anymore? We did have kits.
Yes,
we have some?
Yes.
We have kits for this. This is too much fun. Really like it. And the one thing I did not mention is that Patty took a little bit of her strips and used them for the binding. Just on the sides, you see those pieces? Those are just a little bit of the binding here and here. Okay, turn the page. Yardage for everybody. So we did start out using fat quarters on the wall hanging. 9 fat quarters. Lap has 14 fat quarters. And we could still do it on the twin, 18, but by the time we got to the queen, we needed to purchase yardage. And so you need to get 1/3 yard pieces, 18, 1/3 yard. And look at the king. You need 1/2 yard pieces of 18 of them. But Martha cut those kits, and they're cut to size, and there's no waste. What do you think about that? Is that exciting? You're already a couple of hours ahead. So it'll be great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just work on the little wall hanging. And if you go to page 6, you can see it tells you how many strips to sew together and how many sets, okay? So I'm going to do 9 strips, and I need to have 2 half strip sets. A half strip is just a half strip, or would be like a whole. So it doesn't matter where you're going to start with your color wheel, but I'm going to start with the red orange. Let me just lay this out because I love it. I want to check. This morning I had to unsew. So it goes red, and then red orange, right? Red orange. And let me just open this up. Let me see if we're going right. Ooh, it's looking good, huh? So then it goes orange, yellow. That looks good. And then yellow, and yellow, green, and green. And then this is like green, blue. Green, blue to transition. And then the last piece I put was the purple. Look good? What do you think? Very, very pretty. It should be pretty. I'm going to try to get some of these finished. Whenever I was much younger, my goal was to finish everything I started in the month of like November and sell it at a craft fair. I could never get that done now. That would just take me way, way too much time. Okay, so you just lay out all of your strips and divide them into pairs. And since these are my 2 pairs, I'm just going to flip them right sides together. Use a 1/4 inch seam. I do have a new 1/4 inch foot on my baby lock, and I love it. It's been redesigned so that the edges of the foot rest on the feed dogs, and it just goes so fast and easy. Okay, so it is a 1/4 inch seam and 2.0 stitch length. See, look at that. Is that hot? Does this fly or what? It has a guide on my 1/4 inch foot, and you can just step on the pedal to the metal, and get it done. Is that fast? Oops. Nearly thought I spilled my pins. Okay, so Teresa, would you want to press this one for me? I'm going to cut it. All right. Take that one and, pardon me?
Where do I press it?
Put the strips, put the seam across the top away from you, and away. Yeah, put the seams across the top, and you can press toward number 2 is what it says. But I found out that if you change your mind, you should wait and repress all at the end. Because I changed my mind one time, and now I had to repress all my strips. But right now, you press towards orange.
Oops. I knew I was doing it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oops. And I just started to sew it wrong. It's supposed to be orange on the top. Oh my goodness. I think that we've been too busy, too long. I personally worked for 25 days straight without any time off. What do you think about that? That's a bad idea, especially if you're trying to do this right. Okay, so I wanted the orange on the top, red second, petal. And so I started a little on the wrong side, Teresa.
On the wrong side.
I
Okay.
started.
Okay.
Woo! Take a pair of scissors and unsew it.
That's fine.
Take it out. I started wrong. Okay, so now let's see. If we have yellow, orange, is this going to go right there? Red, orange. Look how amazing. I have all my pairs done while you weren't looking. So all I have to do is add this one pair in the end, right? So I have to just take this, flip it right sides together, and sew it. So use that same 1/4 inch. How many of you did the quilt from last month? 2 in the front row. That's why they sat in the front row. So I know, you shared them in camp. We just came back from Camp Cedar Glen. None of the other ones tried? We had some emails of grandmas that were teaching their grandchildren how to sew and actually showed the quilts from the children. It was pretty special. Pretty excited, but I think that it's something that would be great to do on Thanksgiving after the dinner's all cleaned up, or even around Christmas when the kids are off school. That would be a lot of fun. I just talked to a woman in Michigan this morning, and she said she woke up this morning with 3 feet of snow on the ground. I think that they're probably going to be making quilts. What do you think? So now the seam is, what's that? Or babies. Yeah, whenever the lights went out in San Diego that year, there were a lot of babies 9 months later. There was nothing else to do, huh? Okay. So I'm going to just take this one and turn it into a tube and cut it, and I'll show you what to do. You know what? Cool. So now you know, you just take the 2 ends, and I still have them right sides together. Just get the ends all lined up and work at it, make it smooth. And let me see. It is amazing how easily this gets tweaked. Perfect. So by getting tweaked, I mean you just want to work it so that it lays flat. Okay, that looks really good. That looks good, right? Okay, and just put some extra long pins along the side here. Pin it together. So you want to make 2 tubes, 2 sets for the little wall hanging, but the part of the second set is going to be used for the 2.5-inch borders around the outside edge. So that's always included in the number of sets. A little extra set just for the border. Okay, make it flat and just pull out the pins before you go over it. Okay, pedal. So Orion tells me Kylie wants to learn how to sew now. Kylie and Zoe both made little princess dresses, just had the gathered top and the little skirts, and they just had to do 1 seam. So I thought that was really cute. And I think this is a great time for Teresa, Orion's wife, to learn how to make Christmas stockings. Right, Orion? Is that what we're going to do?
I think you should.
Okay, Christmas stockings. Okay, now the strips are ready. They've been sewn into a circle. And now we're going to use the Shape Cut Pro. Da, 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 da.
Where did you get one of those?
Oh my goodness, they're sitting out just outside the door waiting. All lined up. Oh no, don't tell me Brian's going to run and get one. No. Okay, so if you have never used the Shape Cut Pro, the reason we selected it for this project is because it is set up with only 2.5-inch cuts apart. So if you want to make a 5-inch cut, it's perfect, or you can just do 2.5. So the tubes for the wall hanging, the lap robe, all of these are 5 inches. So this is going to be really quick. I have the line across the bottom of the tube. You put your rotary cutter in the keyhole right here and bear down. You do have to move your fingers along, and that is 0. Is that beautiful? This looks like a clown, like for a clown, doesn't it? That would be really great for a clown. Okay, so now this is great. You just go to 5 and cut it along there. Move it to 10. I feel like I'm showing off. Go to 15, and then go to 20. And then this little bit that's left right here, this could be folded in half, wrong sides together, and you could use that for a little colorful folded border right before the binding. Wouldn't that be cute? Very, very cute. Okay, now let's see how good I did. Showing off and showing off and missing. I hope not. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Cut. Retake. Darn. I got a little crazy when I got away from the edge. Tell me, don't be crazy. I didn't cut any of them. Don't anybody look. Oh, you love it. I did it on purpose. You need to put pressure clear to the edge. Take my word for it. How can I show off a product and not do it good?
A healthy shoulder would help.
A healthy shoulder would help. You are absolutely right. So I changed therapists for my shoulder. Okay? And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little time off in the new year and get it fixed. Aren't you excited? I am very excited. So then I can set my hair without walking up my head and putting my curlers in. Is that good? I can hang my quilts up without walking up the wall. So anyhow, I just thought that I would share that with you. Okay, so now we have all of our little 5-inch tubes. That looks good. And oh, you went and trimmed and did the piecing for one of them. Thank you, Teresa. Go through, pull it on a circle so everybody can see what you're doing.
What am I doing?
Yep, there, she's got a circle. Good? Okay. She's got tubes. She's been tubing. Tubing. Okay, so I'm going to have you look on page 8, and I'm going to turn all these over, and I'm going to take my scissors, and just so that we can follow the pictures, I'm going to take and fold red in half. You can start out with a whole or you can start off with a half. It really doesn't matter. You can do what you want. That's the best thing with this. Okay, so I'm just going to take it and fold it in half, and I'm going to match up these seams, lock these seams right here. And then I'm just going to take my scissors, and long enough scissors so that you can cut that across. Okay? And ta-da! So there's the red at the top, and the seams are going down. Okay? Seams are going down. So take that, and you can put it up at put it on the board. Okay, so you did the first red in half, and so now you're going to go to the seam between the red and the purple. The red and the purple, and all you do is just take your scissors and just cut off the stitches. Ta-da! And then when you open it up, it's going to go right beside the next one. And leave a little space in between. Next one. Where do I cut? Middle of the purple. The middle of the purple. And actually what's really good, if I would have kept it on the table and just kept lining it up, you can just roll these and place them beside, and you see where you want to cut. But this is going to be the middle of the purple. The design is going up. Up. Okay. And so beside that, and now at the bottom of the purple. So I'm going to open it up, and you can take your rotary cutter and your ruler. This is faster on the squares if you just have the energy and cut it. Okay, how are we doing?
You want to cut it now?
Yeah, so we got 4. We have 4, but you have the second set, the second set of all these colors, you have to take one 5-inch strip off of the second set and then cut the rest of it into 2.5-inch pieces. I didn't do very good, Teresa. You think you can do better?
I don't know.
Huh? I'm gonna let
You need one, right? Elle?
one, just one,
Okay.
just one. Cut one. Okay?
Got it.
And she's lefty. Whoops. But you can use it either left-handed or right-handed, right? Okay.
You need one 5.
I just 1 5-inch. Huh?
And then the rest is 2.5. Right?
2.5. The rest is 2.5 as I stand by with my scissors. And the rest of the 2.5 is for the border, the outside border. Oh, you're good. Let's see if she got them cut the whole way through. Oops.
There we go.
What did you do? Okay, so now we have the blue at the top. So we just want to roll it. You just want to roll it. See, you can look at it and see. Okay, then you just roll it 1/2 up and then cut in between. Okay, and leave a little space because you're going to put the varying widths of strips. And so, like magic, do we have those, Teresa? Ta-da! Okay, you get to put it up. Good. Good. So, what do you, it's pretty, huh?
Very pretty.
Very, very pretty. Okay, we're going to start over here with 3.5. Okay, and you should see right on page 9, it shows you with the varying widths of strips. It's 3.5 first, and the best part is no piecing. It fits the whole way. So that's the 3.5, and then the next strip is cut at 3 in between and going down 1/2 inch each time, 2.5. And it's very modern looking too. What do you think? And then go to 2 inches. Perfect. Good. All right. So what I like to do when I sew this together is just flip it right sides together. You want to make sure that the seams are going down in the same direction if you need to repress. But if you just flip them and sew with the color on the bottom, get it all lined up, sew with color on the bottom, and then whenever you're done, set the seam with background on the top, open, and press it towards the background. There are so many seams along here, it's better to press it towards the background seam. And I found out that I like to trim as soon as I finish the first one. Then when I put the second one on there, I match it up with the trimming. And even pin, the 3-letter word, pin, huh? Okay, and then next goes your border, and I think it's 4 inches. Is that a 4-inch border? 4-inch border. Okay, so 4-inch border all around the outside edge. And I'm just going to pick up a piece right here. This is the 2.5-inch piece. And Merritt and I discussed this because we know this is Patty's design, that she would try to line it up exactly with the pattern. Does that sound like Patty? That looks pretty good. Or should it be down a little bit, huh? It should be down just a little bit. There, does that look like that's stepping up right with it? Okay, I think so too. So what I did was just piece these all together into one long piece. I just kept it in order, pieced them all together, and then I sewed my borders first to the first side and then cut off the piece and then just turned the corner and continued. So it continued the same color the whole way around the quilt until it got back up to the front. So, what do you think? Looks fun? Easy to do. Easy, easy. Okay, so now we have, no, first we have to show your quilt over in there. She's anxious. Yeah, this is Teresa's twin size.
Orion had these kids, so
Orion headed up the committee to get these strips cut to size for you. And this is what's in the kit, all cut to size. It's the 18 colors and the 1.5 inch strips in between. And Teresa started this yesterday and finished, I think she spent maybe four hours. Do you think? She's shaking her head. Yeah, 4 hours. That's why she's tired today. But this is what you have in the kit. So it's just really beautiful to go through all the colors. It's really pretty, huh, Mary? Yeah, very, very pretty. The colors, the graduation goes really, really nice. So those quilts are laid out on page, let's see, one more page. Page 12. Page 12. And Patty called it Tropical Garden. That sounds really wonderful, Tropical Garden. Really nice. And the next one is Sue Bouchard's, and this is on page 13. And she called it Bora Bora. Ah, Bora Bora. It's amazing. This is the feather fabric. And she said she was at Bora Bora, and she wrote this, located in the French Polynesian of the South Pacific. She said it captures the turquoise blue of the lagoon. Down on the bottom is the turquoise blue of the lagoon. And then it's a sunset. This is a sunset. This is the sky, and it goes into the sunset between the two extinct volcano peaks, I can't say the word, on the island. So it's beautiful. So then the black borders represent the coral barrier reef, which surrounds 9/10 of the lagoon. Wow. She said Bora Bora is one of the most beautiful places in the world. So basically, we had the same strips and sewed them all together, but there's one thing that we did different. Well, the black, yeah. Oh, Claudia's out there buying kits. You're very smart. She says, I'm going to make sure I get them. Okay, yeah, the black, the borders are unique because she did the two sides from here down, the two sides, and then the top comes the whole way across. That's nice. But in between these strips, in between, no, right. No, the background strips in between. She just put them right next to each other. No, she didn't need to repress as long as all the seams go down. Yeah, they still, if all the seams are pressed down, it doesn't matter. And there still is no matching because they all alternate. She started out with a half strip, then a whole strip, a half strip, and a whole strip. And she wrote, do we have her sample? Ooh.
right here.
Ah, okay. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, maybe we can cut these. Maybe we can figure it out. What do you think? You think we can figure it out? Okay, so these are, Sue did cut her strips at 4.5 inches. So to make a square, whatever size your strips are cut, then your tube should be cut that way also. So these were 4.5 inch strips. These are 4.5 inch tubes. So you want to cut it that way. And it's best really in the beginning if you take it and you number all of your fabrics so that you don't get messed up. So this was actually number 1. Nope. let me see, 14. So it doesn't look like it's exactly the same, does it? It doesn't look that way to me. Anyhow, it doesn't matter, but what's important is you turn it over and it says whatever your number is, cut 14 in half. Okay, there's 14. Let me move this over. 14 in half, and then the next one, let's see if we can hold that on there, Teresa. And then the next seam you cut between 14 and 13. Okay, so there's a whole square at the top. We're going down this time, and then we're going to cut 13 in half, 13 in half. Are you following me? And then you cut the seam between 13 and 12. It looks like Bargello. This is like a technique in Bargello. So it's all going down, and then we have to start going back up. Okay, let's see if we can push these.
They can see in the red instead of the purple.
Fold it in half.
On page 13, number 4 says cut 5-inch tubes.
I know. We do not know how that 5 jumped in there. That's why I just now told you that. It should be 4 1/2. 4 1/2-inch tubes. Thank you, Hindi. It should be 4 1/2-inch tubes. Whatever your strip is, you cut it there like that. Okay, good. So since it's 4 1/2-inch tubes, you can use your Sew Easy. I'm afraid to do this. You want to do it, Teresa?
Do we have enough room there?
Yeah, we're going to have to make enough room. We'll go this way.
Okay.
Okay, you have to fold it in half. And since I've been gimpy tonight, I'm not even going to try to cut. But we can get 2 4 1/2-inch strips. And this ruler is 4 1/2 inches. Oh, she's left-handed. Okay. There. Okay. So let's see if we can start back up. So where I want to go is I want to bring this one up to the top, right? That blue one. Let's see if we can get it. The blue, okay. The blue was cut in half, right? The blue was cut in half. I'm just a little crowded in here. So you can line it up. The blue was cut in half. If we're going up, we have to roll it like that. Right? So now, it looks right? Can you even see it?
Yes.
Can you see it? Good. And so do I cut it through my sewing machine? This is just a little crowded. We put it on the design wall before. Don't ask me why I'm doing it this way. It would have been a lot easier on the design wall, so I had the table free, huh? I'm almost done. Okay, so that's that one, and now what do we have to do to make the next one if we're going up? We have to take that color and fold it in half and put it up, right? Yep. Yes. Cool. And this one, Sue, I believe, used just plain fabric. Do you see the picture in the finished one? She used just plain fabric for the top border and the bottom border. If you can find those colors. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it right here and say that I ran out of space. It's lovely. Look, it's lovely. Ta-da! And I think, yay! There's a couple more here, but look, you need to have 2 for the sides. And so you can just take these and cut these into 2 1/2-inch pieces. put your black border in first, and then put your 2.5-inch borders in on the sides. Ooh, let me see, and turn the page. And we're done. Yay! We're done. Let me see how fast we did it. Pretty good, huh? Very, very easy to do. So much fun to have all that color around. So I want to show you something. You're not going to believe this. Do you know the Kona cotton solids? Established in 1984. 1984, and I swear we were one of the first to use the Kona solids in applique in a day. And now, how many colors, solid colors, do they have? 303. Do you ever believe there could have been that many Kona cotton solids? And the colors are so fun. At Market, we had to match the color with the name of the fabric. It's very, very clear. If it's carnation, it would be pink. If it's slate, it would be if it's salmon, it would be I have no idea who spent time figuring all these. Paprika. Oh, would be red. Oh, you guys got it easy because you saw me just go right across the top. You cheated. But anyhow, it is totally amazing that they actually see a difference in some of these colors. Because look at the greens, because they're so close. But I think they actually printed them, made them because people requested them, huh? Pretty amazing. And I just want to show you, you guys, hopefully, if you were in Block Party, that you got your new All-Star quilts and are on your second quilt. When I was at Market Festival, Benartex made 5,000 masks of me. 5,000. And they thought it was so much fun, and it was. But then all 5,000 people came and asked me to sign them for them. I was like, oh my gosh. But anyhow, this was from Baby Lock. It says, I quilt on a Baby Lock because the pivoting feature makes it easy to turn corners for perfect piecing. Woo! Baby Lock!
It looks like you have the same outfit on.
Yeah, they made that up. I don't know where that came from. They made that up. It was too much fun. So I had everybody come and, oh, Ryan, you have to go close on me. I had everybody coming at my booth to get the masks. And so I handed out the masks, and then I sent this around. Ta-da! So where is the real Eleanor Burns? Isn't that funny?
What's your shirt say?
Oh, witch, but you have to hear the rest of it. It was obviously Halloween. It said witch and famous. Isn't that cute?
That's very cute.
I thought that was very cute. And look who came to my booth and got his book. This is Marc Lipinski. It was really fun. He was very excited about his book. I went to Alex Anderson's booth, and I did a little interview with her. She was very excited about her book as well because she particularly liked the picture in here of her with that big smile on. We were having a good time. This one. She liked this page. It was a lot of fun for her. Nancy, I gave Nancy her book personally. Mary Ann Fawns was not there, so I gave her to one of her associates, and she took the book to her. So we had a lot of fun. I must have signed 5,000 of these as well. So the book did really good. So did you all, if you were in last year's block party, did you all get your copy? Yes. No? No? Well, she's got them out there. You could be the last ones. That would be really fun. And this was fun because just this morning I did a telephone interview with the blogger for Benartex. with Lisa, and I told her that I would send her photographs of 2 beautiful quilts done with Zoe Christine line. So anyhow, it was a big day today. And with that, I say thank you for coming, and just remember, whoops, to color your life with happiness. Yay!